Don't ask about the yaoi chin. I don't have a choice. You know what? You guys don't deserve to hear the rest of the song. Okay, so I'm going to explain this as best as I can. Okay? All right. Look, the reason why there's 8 yaoi chins. Oh, I forgot to. Oh, brother. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. One second. Give me a moment. Wait. Oh, what the heck? Can I do this? No. What? I thought I did everything else except for that. God damn it. Can I? Does that? Is this? Okay, that works. Why does it always happen, bro? Why does it always happen this way? Can I not change it in why does it have to be visible, bro? Why does it have to be visible? Okay, wait, never mind. We're good. I think we're good. Okay. No, that's not it. Wait, is it? It is. I'm so silly. Is this right? Wait. Is that it or not? No, that's not it. Okay, guys. So I'm kind of in trouble right now. Basically, here's what's going on. I have to include my BGM, but it's gonna be really loud. Fuck. Why can't I edit the volume? Why can't I edit the volume like this? God damn it. Oh, you know what I can do? I can set up studio mode. So then it won't do it until I transition. At least I think. I hope that this is the case. That's not correct either. God damn it. This is all just unfair. This is all unfair. This is so unfair. This is what an unfair world that we live in. It's okay if there's no BGM, right? But I like BGM. I want BGM. I want it there. I want it there. It's me. Please, I'm begging. I am begging. Wait, what? Is that not? Son of a bitch. Wait, what? Oh. Oh, is that what's happening? Okay, it has to be this way. It has to be this way, I guess. Oh! It wasn't even that fucking loud. Oh. I overreacted. Okay, all right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Vantacrow. I am the tyrant and ace of Nijisanji and's 8th wave Krisis, and I work for Ash, or the astronomically sexy heroes. Hello, everyone. It has been a long time since I've had something of a Zatsu. Yeah, so yesterday's karaoke is privated. I also had a members-only karaoke. It was very fun. I haven't sung in a while. I'm not going to lie to you guys. My voice is a bit tired, but I still feel okay. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I haven't done a Zatsu in a while. I mean, I don't even have to lie to you guys or not lie to you guys. You guys know. You know. You know. You really know. I'm sure you're fully aware of the fact that I have not done a Zatsu in like 30 years. Honestly, I think I've just been afraid of yapping. I don't even think the last 2 karaokes I've done, even before November, I don't even think I did after parties for those because I was so tired afterwards that I wasn't able to get one in. And then I would usually have a stream scheduled the next day, so I wasn't ever able to get it in. So like, yeah. I mean, I've never really been like a Zatsu guy anyways. That's never really been like my forte. But, you know, I yap. People call me a yapper. I don't know. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much of a yapper would you say that I am? Am I like a super yapper? Am I like a regular yapper? I mean, I'm a superhero, but like, do I yap like that? 12? 10? 9.5? 8? 10? You're a good 9.5. 3,000, like 8 or 9. 1 billion at least. Oh. Well, ain't that something? Huh. Okay. Huh. Well, Amira, thank you for 22 months. Tori, thank you so much for this amazing thumbnail and the last thumbnail on the karaoke stream as well. I was so surprised that I fell off my bed. Good morning. Thank you so much. I'm honestly so glad too. By the way, I clicked the Google Translate button on my something, and now I can actually read. I'm no longer stuck. But hey, it's good to know that you guys know that I'm a yapper and that you think that I'm a yapper. Angel, thank you so much for the super Vantacrow sexy bringer. Was that me yesterday? You know, you guys have told me to ignore chat whenever I do a karaoke, and so I have. I hope you know that. I kind of treat the way I treat chat is like an audience during karaokes, and I kind of look at it like, do you get what I'm saying? I look at it like, oh, they're an audience. I wouldn't hear what the audience is saying unless they were really loud about it, you know? So I try to ignore you guys because you explicitly told me to. I hope that's okay. I hope that's okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you guys be saying. I feel like you guys have told me like, yeah, you know, we kind of just say stuff. And, you know, there's a side of me that comes out when you do karaoke that I just really don't want you to see. And, you know, I respect that. I respect your game because there's a side of me that comes out when I do certain things, and I don't want anybody to see that either. So, you know, I just close my eyes and I pretend I do not see it. That's kind of my wave. Also, Angel, thank you so much for the gifted membership. Do that. Yes, ignore us. Ignore us, King. Yes, do that. You have no idea how much I needed this. June has been exceptionally stressful, so a chill stream like that always helps. Happy 2 years, too. Thank you for all these fun moments these years. Oh, Peter, thank you so much. And thank you for the soup. I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, good. Then I'm gonna keep ignoring you guys during karaoke's. That's the wave. I think especially because of the type of music that I sing. Like I don't even want to say sorry because there's really no point. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. I am just a yearner at the end of the day. I grew up listening to exclusively R&B, so that is just what I listen to. Like even the songs that I was like, yeah, I don't know this song very well. I knew it, you know. So it's like, it's just wild. Although it is really interesting. I've actually been thinking about duetting songs, like R&B songs, with NIJI and Livers, and it's really funny too because I've actually asked some of them, hey, are you familiar with this song? Hey, you're familiar with this artist? And it's almost always a resounding no. It's like always a resounding no. It sounds so funny. It's so funny. Like, I'm like, wow, yeah, people really don't know them. Even the songs or artists that I thought transcended cultural boundaries, they don't, you know? And I don't know. I've always laughed at that. Like, okay. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. Don't clip this. This doesn't leave this stream. Tell me I'm wrong about this. Someone to Love by John B. Someone to Love by John B. featuring Babyface. Tell me and Zeal would not fucking destroy that. Tell me right now. I think Zeal would eat that shit up. I think he would fucking nail that. Zeal has this very like his voice stands out. He has a very specific kind of voice, and it's very good. I think he would sound phenomenal on that song. I think he really would. Either as Babyface or John B's parts, either one. But like he has that voice. I think it would really do well. And I'm like, shit, you know what I'm saying? I think so. I think that would go hard as hell. I think that would go really, really well. Also, wait. Oh, Misa, thank you so much for the membership. Welcome to the Vantacrow. Yeah, no, I think that would go super hard. I've just been thinking about duets with NIJI and Livers on R&B songs. I think it's just always funny, though, that none of them know the music. That's just really funny to me. I know it's old music, but I'm like, damn, I thought some of this stuff transcended cultural boundaries. Like, the fact that some people don't know who T-Pain is crazy to me. But, you know, at the end of the day, that's just how it is. But I think yesterday's karaoke really made me realize just how much I actually can get back into the swing of things. I just need to take care of my voice. Like, I kind of went on vocal rest last night completely. Yeah, no, for real. Not even knowing T-Pain. Not a joke. No, I mean, maybe Apple Bottom Jeans if they like heard it, but they don't know the name of the song and they don't know the artist. So that's just how it be. Look, they grew up. Most people in NIJI grew up in different cultures than what I did. I'd say all of them did, actually. So, you know, like even Kalex, with him being the music guru that he is, even he doesn't know some of the artists that I have brought up to him. It's always pretty cool being able to expose people to artists that they didn't know. But you know, let's just say I'm setting the table right now, and I'm cooking. And that's all I'll say from here on. But more karaoke's for sure. I think I just need to make sure I take care of my voice so that this shit doesn't happen again. So like after this stream and my collab with Millie and Enna, I'm going to go on full vocal rest for the rest of the day probably. Full vocal rest. But yeah, no, I keep looking through all these songs and I'm like, damn, these would go so hard. Like, do you know what I just rediscovered? It's a song called She's a Bad Mama Jamma by Carl Carlton. Banger. Absolute banger. Oh, and then also Rain by SWV. Ooh. Oh boy. You know, there's some there's some bangers out there. I kind of want to I just want to hear NIJI livers on some of these songs. I feel like they'd eat them up. I feel like none of them know these songs. But maybe a few of them might. You know who might actually be really educated? Claude. Claude actually might be super educated on a lot of R&B. Actually, I'm pretty sure he is. Would you ever do a Boyz II Men song? If I can. Just want you to know, if there's ever a reason that I'm not doing a karaoke that I've stated explicitly that I enjoy and that I would love to do, there's a reason. Like, gonna be so real with you. I haven't done a Leve karaoke for a reason, even though I would love to. I can't tell you the reason, but you just kind of have to know. They gotta feel the lyrics though, please. When I say how many, with all the single motherfuckers, you know they're yearning. That's all R&B is. It's just yearning. Everyone in NIJI is capable of yearning. They all already do it. All of them. They don't go fucking outside. They all yearn. They are all just yearners. They're yearn maxers. Oh my gosh, dude. Literally, that's all they do is yearn. That's all we do. We just yearn for what could be. Oh, if only I had a normal life and I went outside and touched grass more often. Oh, who would I find if I just went outside? No. Nijisanji, you have to be a yearner. You have to. That's why there's so many talented people, because they feel feelings. They're empaths that yearn. Have you ever had a job? Why did you censor job? Why the fuck? I mean, my bad. Thank you for censoring job. I almost had a panic attack. That's one of my triggers. I appreciate you. Holy shit. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Fucking job. Honestly, that is wild. I've been seeing that happen a lot on TikTok. Like, people have been talking about the censoring of, certain more sensitive terms. And they're like, that's stupid. We shouldn't be doing that. And I agree. However, there's been other stuff where it's like they're censoring, like that's actually real. They censor job on TikToks. And I'm like, what's going on? I always love the comments that follow as a result of it. And it's just like, yeah, thank goodness. You almost got one of my triggers. Thank you for censoring job and career. Job application. Oh my god, really? I have no idea. I have no idea. Thank you so much for 15 months. Hey King, your karaoke today was fire. I hope one day we can get an R&B hip-hop karaoke in the future. Also, happy second Krisis anniversary. Thank you. Honestly, I'm glad you like the karaoke. I hope more are to come. Oh my goodness. Oh, hey, also, this is random, but for anybody coming in that's confused about the large amount of Vantachins in my emote selection, it's because as you gain memberships, you gain emote slots. And if you don't fill those emote slots, then they go away once you lose those memberships. However, if you fill them, even if your membership number drops, then you keep those emotes. I wasn't wondering, but thank you. You're welcome. I do what I can, and I can what I do. What's the max number of slots? No fucking idea. But I've got 8 more that I can use now. Well, I guess technically 7, because I think if I take away this emote, you guys would riot. I think I feel like that's a thing. I feel like if I commissioned a bunch of emotes and then took away Vanta chin, people would be like, what the fuck? Where'd the chin go? Don't take a yeah, Vanta chin. Yeah, see, I knew it. I knew it. I have to. I was like, my chat would protest. The Vantacrow would protest. We'd be like, no, don't kill it. It's so sexy, haha. Can we keep one yaoi chin, please? Yes, you can keep one yaoi chin, I promise. Anybody but Quagmire. Hados, thank you so much for the remember. Anemone, thank you so much for the remember. Angel, thank you so much for the super. Garnett, thank you so much. I promise, okay? I promise. You can keep one yaoi chin. Okay. I promise. I'm serious. This isn't like a joke. I'm not gonna take it away. Bro, I'm sorry. I might need to hit you guys with a cough drop ASMR. Your boy's voice is tired. Wait. Hold on. Oh no. I've got one cough drop left. This is terrible. Oh, this is so sad. What's the Yuri version of yaoi chin? Ooh, I don't think I'm legally allowed to answer that. Don't think I can. Sorry about that one. You might have to look that one up. Don't think I can answer that. I feel like if I answered it, yeah, I don't know. Is it just Yuri chin? I don't know. Legally, girl? Yes, legally. I will not get sued by the Yuri Alliance, even though I'm a part of the Yuri Alliance. However, I feel that as a man, my place in the Yuri Alliance is naturally lower. I am at the bottom of the totem pole. Like, you have girls that love Yuri that are at the top. You have the secret actual top, which is the girls, the actual like lesbians, like those are the ones that are Yuri. And then you have the girls that aren't gay but like Yuri. And then it just kind of goes down from there. And then men are at the bottom. They're below. Like if the totem pole is visible from the ground to the top of wherever it ends in the sky, then men are below the ground. So I don't think I'm allowed to speak on Yuri. At least not in any kind of serious way, if that makes sense, you know? Obviously not a negative way. I'll speak about it in a positive way. But when it comes to deconstructing what makes up Yuri, I don't think I'm allowed to speak on that. I think I just should chill, you know? I really don't want any angry Yuri lovers in my chat going, look at this fucking guy, you know? Especially when I'm on their side. I'm not trying to create conflict. I'm not trying to sow seeds of discord. I'm just a guy that likes Yuri. And technically, I'm a woman in STEM. So honestly, nobody really has anything on me. I just be out here balling. I'm a woman in STEM that loves Yuri. The pansexuals, where are we here? No idea. Really don't know. I think you're above. So like, okay, so I'm going to get real technical here, okay? All right. So this is a joke. But women that are lesbian, that like Yuri, are at the top of the totem pole. They're followed by women that are lesbian, that don't necessarily like Yuri or whatever, but they are Yuri. So they're below. Then you've got the women that are not lesbian but like Yuri. And then you've got women that are pansexual and like Yuri. Actually, wait, I guess they would fall above girls that aren't gay and like Yuri. They would fall above. So pansexuals above girls that aren't gay that like Yuri. And then below that, you've got this is a very specific category. Women that are bisexual and one of the genders that they don't like or that they, not that they don't like, but you know what I mean. What like the out of the list of genders that they do like, one of them is not women, but they like Yuri still. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? They're bi, but they're not attracted to women. So they like a bunch of other groups, but they're not into women. They're below like straight women that like Yuri. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Because the way I look at it is that straight women, it's like, okay, yeah, you're only into one gender, you know? You're only into one. And you like Yuri. You're chill. But then you've got bisexuals, and it's like, okay, what's going on? What's the disconnect? You like everybody but women, but you like Yuri, you know? But you like Yuri, so they're in the totem pole. They're still there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then you go below that, like below the ground, and that's where I am. So bi women with a femme BF? I don't know. I don't think that's a different category. You making up stuff. Not all women are scary. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. All of them are. Yes, that's true. Yes. Yes. Have you talked to a woman before? They're so pretty. They're very scary. They're all scary. Honestly, I can create a cognitive dissonance with you guys in my chat because I'm like, okay, I'm here. We've got a lot of things. We've got a lot of barriers between us. So I'm cool. I am a woman, and you're scary. Okay, I don't. What did you want me to say? Did you want me to like change my mind? Oh, my bad. Women are scary. Yeah, no, you're still fucking scary. Sorry, don't know what to say. Boo. Ah! Shit. You fucking got me. Calm the fuck down. Chill out, okay? Rare mic peak moment. I'm not at my home setup, okay? Huh. Women are scary, ironically. They're not actually scary, but they are. They're scary because I'm afraid to speak to them, not because they're actually intimidating or scary. Well, some women are intimidating. You know who's really intimidating? Never mind, it's all of them. They're all intimidating. I can't talk to any of them. Nobody. Nobody. Not a soul. My mom? I don't have a mom. You're cooked for this collab then? No. That's fine. Because Millie and Anna have cemented themselves in my life. What do you have to be scared of? I don't know. Why can't I just feel feelings without having to explain them? Why do they have to be logical? Why can't I just be scared? If a man doesn't need a reason to love, he shouldn't need a reason to fear either, okay? All right? Jeez. Why can't I just be afraid of women? Jeez, man. Feelings aren't all logical. They're not all rational, okay? Let me be scared. Let me be scared. No, we want a reason. Pretty girls are scary, okay? It's really just that simple. Like, can I be so honest with you? All those stories of me fumbling or, you know, breaking a girl's heart, most of that is rarely even due to like me just not being interested in the girl. Okay, that's a lie. Never mind. I think that's actually 100% of them. However, whenever there's a situation of a girl liking me and me being like, LOL, I don't know. Okay, sorry, bad example earlier. Don't just move over that, okay? We're not talking about that anymore. Point is that I would never assume that a girl is interested in me in that way, ever. It just simply wouldn't happen. It simply wouldn't happen. I simply, again, it goes back to that totem pole. I put myself so far down on the totem pole that I just don't think anybody would be about that, you know? I look at myself in the mirror and I just go, you know what? You're Vanta, and that's okay. And then I go, yeah, that's all right. Like, genuinely, I feel like it reaches a point where people joke about it on the internet, like, oh yeah, even if a girl like, or even if someone like walked up to me and told me, I just think, yeah, you're lying. But it's true, because it's happened to me. I have multiple instances of women being very forward with me and me just going, yeah, no, I don't fucking believe you. Sorry. Just, you know? Like, I'm such a bitch about it, too, because, like, I talk about how I got my heart broken. I got my heart broken once, bro. Literally, like, once. Maybe twice. Like, bro, why am I letting 2 heartbreaks influence, like, the rest of my experience with women? But, you know, that's just how it's that's just how it is. Nothing I can do about it. Nothing I can do about it. I'm cooked. Cooked. Screwed. See what I'm saying? I just be out here balling. I don't know. I think ever since, oh, you want to know what happened? When I got my heart broken the first time, this one was a long time ago. When I got my heart broken the first time, I flipped a switch in my brain and I was like, no longer into girls. I was like, I'm no longer into anything. And I was like, I'm good. I completely turned off everything. So the point that I'm trying to make is that I know that you guys have dealt with, I know that y'all have probably dealt with guys like this before, like r/nice guys, or like, you know, like people like that. And I feel like what happens is that when you're growing up, a lot of guys just see a girl and they're just like, oh man, she's so pretty. And then they catch feelings real fast, like real fast. That's just how it is. A lot of guys are like that. Or at least they convince themselves that they caught feelings. They basically look at a girl's appearance and they're just like, oh my God, she's so pretty, you know? And that's it. Then they hear a voice and then suddenly it's just complete infatuation. Oh God, you became an r/nice guy? No, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to use terms that make sense to you. What I'm saying is that basically that concept of like a guy that does something like that, it's rooted in that. Like guys, but most guys start off that way. Not like as an r/nice guy. They start off as like they see girls and then they become infatuated with them immediately. r/nice guys is a step above that, where they become infatuated and then they go further by like constantly complimenting the girl, constantly saying things, telling themselves in the mirror, I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice guy. I think I'm a nice guy. I deserve a girlfriend. I'm a nice guy. That's like the step above. What I'm just using a term that you understand so that you can understand where I'm coming from. Most guys start off at the base level though, where they see a girl, they're like, oh my God, she's so pretty. They become infatuated, and then they convince themselves like, oh my God, you know, like I should ask this girl out. They ask her out, get fucking crushed because unfortunately they lack a lot of things. And basically that's what happened to me. I would like quickly catch feelings, go like, oh, hey, you want to go out sometime? And then they're like, yeah, no, you are not it, you know? And this was before I had got my hair together. I didn't have a skincare routine back then. I wasn't really doing much at all. Like I was just not, that was not me. And then I was like, fuck it. Got all my shit together, started like working out, got everything down, and I was like, but then I did all this. I was taking confidence courses, so that I could like learn to be a more interesting person. I started working out. I got my skincare together. I got my hair care together. I even got my fashion together. I was looking fantastic, but then I shut my brain off and I was like, yeah, fuck it. I'm not into women anymore. And I stopped, basically all those feelings that guys typically have where they see a girl and they're just like, oh my God, she's so pretty. I stopped. I would shut those out. I would close them out. I would push them away. They're like, nope, it's not true. It's not true. It's not true. Just because they're talking to you a certain way, just because they're doing this, just because they're doing that, just because they're doing this, doesn't mean that they're into you. And then what happened is that because I kind of removed that sensitivity to those things, I stopped noticing them. So if a girl actually did like me, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know because I shut everything off. So you know, like they always say, what are the telltale signs of like if a person likes you? Oh, you know, if they want to be around you all the time. Oh, if they're touching you, they're finding reasons to be, you know, like be physical with you in some kind of way. Maybe they're twirling their hair when they talk to you, or they're doing some kind of thing. Maybe their body language is like positioned towards you. Clearly they want to see you. Oh, their eyes their pupils dilate when they fucking see you. People come up with all kinds of shit, you know? There could be any number of reasons why someone might do this to you in a conversation. And I just kind of got out of that mode of thinking. And I think the other biggest one, too, that I think a lot of guys, like especially younger guys that are like trying to be some semblance of normal, the biggest one is completely destroying your concept of the friend zone. I don't think the friend zone exists, personally. And I've said this before on stream. The friend zone is just fake, bro. The friend zone doesn't exist. It never existed. It never existed. But what I will say, though, is that the friend zone is a convenient term. There are, like, very specific cases where I think the friend zone does apply. I've heard of very specific stories where a girl literally has said this. She says, I'm friend zoning this guy that I really think is like marriage material. She friend zones him intentionally in order to keep him like there, but not to be in a relationship with him, because she knows that once she gets with him, that's it. That's a very niche and a very specific story, but otherwise, I don't think the friend zone really applies, where a girl like will intentionally friend zone a guy. Otherwise, though, friend zone doesn't exist. And the reason why I say that is because of the friend zone, the existence of the friend zone and the acknowledgement of the existence of the friend zone implies that you doing something for someone means that you deserve a particular response. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you, like a lot of guys when they're young, they think, oh man, if I do this, if I compliment her, if I treat her nice, if I buy this for her, if I do this, it basically is like, oh, but I'm friend zoned, so none of that matters. No, she does not owe you that. He does not owe you that. It's not. I'm not even just talking about from a guy's perspective either. It goes both ways. No action that you do begets a certain response. So I don't think the friend zone is real. I think it's fake. I think it's a fake thing. It's a made up thing made by copers. It's by copers. You're coping. You're coping. You are coping. You simply want to do the bare minimum and get love out of it. That's really all it is. You know? That's why you don't do like gestures like that for girls. As, you know, speaking from a guy's perspective, don't just do random gestures that you would do for them if you were dating them. Believe it or not, girls only like getting gestures from a guy that they like. It's really funny. And that's just it. She doesn't like getting flowers from a rando. She wants flowers from the guy she likes. She doesn't want to get complimented from a rando. She wants compliments from the guy that she likes. Or I say guy, but I'm using that term loosely. They just want things from the guy that they like. That's just how it is. And if they don't like you, you're fucking cooked. It's time to move on, buddy. It's over. So I think when I convinced myself of that, that is when all these stories started to happen. So unironically, when I got my shit together, when I stopped caring and looking for a relationship or like wanting that, when I stopped wanting that was when it came to me. And it was really funny. But at the same time, it's really sad because it resulted in a lot of terrible, terrible stories and awful, gross misunderstandings. Because, you know, it's like, oh man, I like this guy. He's got his shit together. He knows what he's doing. He's got goals. He's got this, and that. And then I'm just like, oh, hey, nice to meet you. And they're just like, oh my God, hi. And I'm just like, oh, maybe she's Canadian. You know, you roll through all the guesses. You know, there's a reason why she's like this. There's a reason why. There's a reason for everything. She's not talking to me because she's not talking to me like this or doing this because she likes me. It could be anything, you know. Maybe she had a great day today and she's like being really nice to everybody. Maybe she's Canadian. Maybe she got a raise at her job. You know, maybe she was driving the other day and she got all green lights. Who knows? There could be any number of reasons why someone's treating you a certain kind of way, and that's just, you know, I get it. I get it now. I get it. The problem is that I have to turn that shit off. Sorry, that was really loud. I probably peaked my mic. I have to turn that shit off, bro. What do you mean Canadian? I don't know. Canadians are nice. How do you even turn that off, though? You don't. You stay alone. You stay single. Like me. You stay single. I thought Canadians weren't real. No, it's the French that aren't real. Canadians are real. But okay, it's 10:51. Before I go, because I need to jump in to talk to them before my next stream. Meet, thank you so much for the re-membership. Iris, thank you so much for 8 months. Soli, thank you so much for 1 month. Alien, thank you for 20 months. No, you can't keep all 8 Vantachins. This ended up being like a semi-Zatsu post-karaoke, but thank you guys for listening to the karaoke yesterday, by the way. I hope you enjoyed. I will do my best to do the rebroadcast ASAP. Captain Bob, thank you so much for the super. Happy Pride. Daisy, thank you so much for the super. Here's a chin pun. My chin is a terrible gambler. It always doubles down on bad decisions. You should walk myself. You should walk yourself out. King, I confessed to my crush last night, and he said he liked me, but unsure if romantic platonic because he didn't have much experience in that area. What? I lack a lot of context for your situation, and I don't know the details of your relationship. I also don't know this guy. But when I read just this alone without any context, I don't like it. However, I want to believe that there's a chance. Summer, thank you for the super, by the way. I'm proud of you for confessing. But I don't like what you told me without any context. However, if there's context, you know, maybe something can work. I hope it can. I did, you know, take your time, be patient, don't force anything. I think worst thing you can do to yourself is get your hopes up. That's just a really weird reply to me. Personally, if the girl I liked was like, yo, you trying to go out sometime? I'd be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But I'm very proud of you. I'm very proud of you. That is great work. Great work. I'm glad that you're able to confess. You did something that I was never able to do. Well, technically I did do it. I just got I got shot down. That's why I don't do it anymore. Because I'm a man and I act tough. But then when I experience the slightest inconvenience, I never do the thing again because I like being good at things the first time. Even, thank you so much for the super. Can't do this part now, but I want to say thank you for singing. I love Vanta's Lady. Please sing it again. I will. I got you. Gigovon, thank you so much for the gifted membership. Willow, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much. Ask if it's romantic or not. I mean, hey, if you were 100% clear, really the ball is just in his court. That's really how it is. That's just really how it is. The ball is in his court. All you can do is wait. You know, again, work on yourself. Don't stress about it. Don't let that conversation become like the whole of your life. Just go about your business. I believe in you, Summer. Go about your business, okay? Live your life. Oh yeah, I guess it did get translated, huh? Friendzone, kind of good way to keep someone nice to you. You like him, her, but you don't have a crush on them. By the way, happy 9 months. Exactly. It's a useful word to use sometimes. That's what I meant. But I still don't think it exists in the context that most people use it. Masato, by the way, thank you so much for 19 months. William, thank you so much for the super. Love being single. Thanks, Kroshi. Happy Krisis 2nd anniversary, by the way. Love the karaoke. I'm so glad. Thank you. And Mai, thank you for 16 months. Okay, it's 10:55. I gotta join the call with Million Enna so that we have enough time to set up. I'm gonna raid Vantacrow Bringer. I'm gonna raid Vantacrow Bringer. I'll see you guys later. I'm sorry this had to be such a short one. I'll try to do more Zatsus in the future, okay? Wilson's been getting on my ass. He was like, dude, I love Zatsuing. He was like, you should do more Zatsus. Like, you're a yapper. Like, why don't you do more Zatsus? And I was like, I don't know. I feel like I don't have anything to say. I used to do them a lot, but I just kind of stopped. He was like, get back to it. So I'll do my best, okay? Thank you so much. And thank you again for listening to the karaoke. And thank you for 2 years of Krisis as well. Love you all so much. Are the messages from the karaoke stream lost? Yeah, they are. I gotta get them. I gotta figure a way to get them so that I can thank them properly. Because apparently when you private a stream, every super and message that was from it also gets privated. So I'll figure something out. I think I'll just ball. Don't worry, I'll figure it out. It'll be easy. But until then, we game. That's not the correct. I'll see you guys later. See you guys shortly. Okay.